So essentially you don't have the insurance. Another scam, just like Social Security and Medicare, which they've looted ever since the time that they were created. And so as long as they had the cash flow and the people who were working and paying the taxes, they could make it work. But that isn't happening anymore. And so they're going to abandon it all. And anybody get money in the bank, 3 months for operating expenses, that's it. If you got a business, 6 months. If you got certificates of deposit, get rid of them. If you get cash value life insurance policies, get rid of them. Get the money. Annuities, get rid of them, because the annuities, for the most part, and the cash value life policies are invested in stocks. There are exceptions. Mutual companies invest in bonds. But you got to get that money out of there and into gold. And today gold's, moved again. We're getting ready to go through 1,000 and then through 1033. And once that's done, who knows where it's going to go. In a classical technical formation, it's a reverse head and shoulders, which is the most powerful of all the technical formations that you can have. And after 1,000, it's a complete breakout on the right shoulder, and it'll go anywhere between 12 and 1,700. And the stocks will go absolutely crazy.
Well, I did what you recommended me to do last week in your email to me, and I'm very happy that I did.
Well, did you buy Helix?
Yes, I did. I bought an awful lot of it, too. And
well, an awful lot of it's going to get you a lot of money because it's very strong, and they got supposedly a dynamite property that they're going to sign on at the end of next week. And Helix Ventures could be a boomer.
No, I bought both the American Stock Exchange version of that, and I also went right to the Toronto Exchange and bought it direct too. I have a couple different trading accounts, and I guess I've always had this question: is it better to own it right on the Toronto Exchange, or is it better to own, or doesn't it matter if you own it?
It really doesn't matter.
Okay. Either the markets are going to function or they're not. Yeah.
And
I was concerned with the dollar. I thought maybe if the U.S. dollar starts to fall, being that it's in Canadian funds, it might be a little bit better off. I don't know.
Well, I think you would be, and the only thing is you'd have to have a account which was denominated in Canadian dollars. You can't get that in the United States.
Right. Well, we did. Right. Exactly. Everything's got to come back into U.S. dollars afterwards anyway. So.
Well, let me say this: if gold goes up from here to 2,000, then that's a double in the price of gold, but the stocks will go up about 5 times. And if we go to 6,000, the amount of money that's going to be made is astronomical. And less than 3% of the people in the United States own gold and silver coins and shares. And so when the public comes piling into this thing, anything can happen. Like in 78 to 80 in my business, I was a stockbroker specialized in gold and silver shares. I had 2 stocks go from 35 cents to $52 and $55 respectively. No, a lot of them went into the 20s and 30s. And this time around, there's 1/3 the product available to buy that was available in 1978-80. And so what you're looking at here is unbelievable dynamics.
It could go, so it could take off like a rocket.
Well, it is. Believe me, just a $20 move in gold, the shares have moved tremendously with just that $20 move. I can't even imagine what it would do if the gold moved $200, $300, $400. It would be incredible. Do you recommend just holding on to the shares for now, Bob? For the long term, or is that the best?
I only recommend stocks for long term. I never trade them unless they get outrageously overpriced. We had one a couple of years ago that we bought at 85 cents, and it went to 6.80, so we sold it because I felt it was really overpriced, especially for the market at the time. And so we took a profit and we went on to another one.
What about silver? What do you think about the silver market right now? Is it something that's...
I think it's excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. The dynamics in silver are even greater than gold. And, some wild things can happen in that market. And so I'm very big on silver. I have liked gold historically better than silver, and at least after the first several years I was involved, I really came into gold and silver via silver, so to speak. But gold is a monetary metal, and so not only will it go up with inflation, but we're sure it will not go down with deflation. So it's a two-edged sword. I don't know what's going to happen to silver when we get deflation. Now, that's my only question. But we can deal with that down the line.
Yeah. Go ahead, Guy.
We have a question in the chat room here. It says, how does the average person purchase good gold and silver shares, or does a person start small of silver? Answer coming, okay. So.
Well, it depends upon, the amount of money you have. I have people, email me and say, I only have $100. I tell them to go out and buy some 90% silver. Okay. On the other hand, if you've got 3 or 5 or 10,000, 100,000, $1 million, there's all kinds of things you can do. And that's why I told people, just email me or call. Okay. And I'll tell you what to do. And we don't charge anything for that.
Okay, well, here's a question. I have a couple $100. Where would you advise me to invest it in?
If you had a couple $100, I would call up Melody Cedarstrom at 800-375-4188 and say, I got $300 and I want to buy some 90% silver. And she'll say, fine. Okay. And fix it up and send it out.
And now, when you say, okay, I want to buy some 90% silver, do they send you a certificate? Do they send you the product? What do they send you?
They send you silver coins that were minted prior to 1964.
Okay, so you'd be buying
which contain 90% silver. Okay. The only coins that America made after that with silver was 50% silver, and they were only the Kennedy $50, and that's it.
I just found the Kennedy $50. I was cleaning up my rental house, and I found a Kennedy $50.
Well, you're a lucky guy. Bob, it doesn't take much to amuse him. I got a question for you. If we go into a long-term depression, what are the best things for someone to do? Let's say he has a family, go buy coins, shares. Or what else can they do to?
Well, the first thing they should do is get freeze-dried and dehydrated foods to feed their family for more than 6 months. They should have a water filter in case they can't access clean water, and they should be able to defend their family. They should have a weapon of some kind. And I'm not talking about a machete or a bayonet, something to reach out and touch them before they get there, like an AK or an AR. Right. I mean, this is where it's at today. I mean, you look at the sales of weapons and particularly ammunition. It's ballistic.
Mm-hmm. And they're raising the price of ammunition.
Well, speaking of ammunition, well, you can hardly buy ammunition anymore in the United States.
True.
I mean, you go online and try to find it. It's difficult. I used to just do sporting, shooting, and things of that nature, and just to try to find ammo now, other than just match type grade ammo, it's pretty difficult. I mean, it's all cleaned out. You used to be able to go out and buy.
It's going to stay that way, and over the last 10 years, when I've been barking about all this, everybody should have been out there buying. Mm-hmm. And I know before I left the United States, I bought lots and lots of it.
Well, anyway, we don't have much time left, maybe about another minute or two. Bob, just real quick, what did you think of Chelsea's game last week? Did you get a chance to watch it?
No, I didn't. I missed that one.
No,
I've been very busy, and
did pretty well. Your prediction was correct.
Yeah, they got a very good team. I watched Real Madrid play today. They played against Deportivo in the Spanish League, and I think it might have been the first game that Ronaldo played, but he's a brilliant player.
Yes.
And it was a very good game.
Yes. Did they play Kaká too, or was he playing? There was the two players they got. They got him from Milan, or I believe Inter Milan. No, was it Milan? Milan. He came from Milan, because Milan and Inter Milan played this week, and Inter Milan won big time. They cleaned them up. But those two key players left. I don't know if that's gonna. If Ronaldo leaving Manchester United is going to be a hit for them or not. We'll see.
Oh, it will be.